What's up, guys? Didn't think we'd be back so soon with another Star Wars video, but it seems like this week I was blessed with Yoda, this Obi-Wan, and the other Obi-Wan. I don't know if you guys caught that one, but it's the one from A New Hope, the Alec Guinness Obi-Wan, and this has just been a great week for Star Wars fans, where everything's kind of dropping all at once. Definitely check out that video. I made some claims about this issue where he had like a brown patch on his shoulder, and I thought it was an issue that was like a QAC issue. It turns out that it's intentionally supposed to be put there, because I heard from some other collectors that watch my review that they also had that same problem, and then I was told by somebody that it was supposed to, again, purposely be there because he had that in the movies. And I did rewatch a clip or two of him in the movies to verify that, and he does have that patchy kind of brown type of look, but he has it on his arms, like his sleeves, and not his shoulder per se. So I feel like they definitely messed that up. I think the figure still looks great overall, especially with the facial features, but they could have just gone without even including that, because the truth is, when they released C-3PO and R2-D2, they didn't release them all old and rusty looking. They kind of just released perfect versions of them. So what's really the point of adding that brown patch, right? Definitely going to keep it because I think it still looks great, but I feel like they could have done better with that. And definitely check that video out as well. I have that video up as well with where I did a C-3PO and R2-D2 review together. So let's just jump in and take a look. This is the one from Revenge of the Sith as well, because I just got that Yoda. That was a Revenge of the Sith. I don't remember if this is a reissue or not. I did have the Attack of the Clones Obi-Wan, and I wish I kept it, but unfortunately I sold him. And I sold him because he didn't have the moving saber. Like I said, that they've been adding the moving sabers to all the reissues. So I don't remember if this is a figure that's already been released. It probably has, and but I don't know. And if it has, go ahead and just let me know in the comments. But let's go ahead and just jump in and take a look at Obi-Wan himself. Beautiful. We have him out of the box, and he looks amazing. I mean, he looks really good. There's only a few things that I'm kind of noticing here, and we'll go ahead and get into that. Let's start with the figure itself. The figure itself looks phenomenal. I feel like it's capturing Ewan McGregor. It's close, and it's a little disappointing because this is a reissue, but I feel like the other Obi-Wan captured him better. The one from episode 1, I do have that one. Yeah, I feel like the episode 1 captured his face a little better than this one. It still looks really good though. I still like it. I think that the only thing that's throwing me off really is his hair. I think his hair is supposed to be a little longer, or maybe it's not. Maybe I'm thinking Attack of the Clones. It looks good. I like the details in the facial hair, the eyes. The hair looks okay. It looks a little lazily done. It looks like they really didn't do much other than just kind of maybe fix a little bit of the paint app and give us a cloak and a moving saber, because it definitely looks like they didn't improve much of his face. As always, the figure is going to be articulated good enough, right? Not perfect. I really dislike the way that they do these ball joints for the elbow for this kind of Jedi robe. It bothers me, but it looks good other than that. Nonetheless, they're using a kind of soft plastic, so you can move his legs around, so you can move their legs around and whatnot. I love this, that they do put a spot in the belt, so that way you can hang your saber. he looks really good. I mean, he does, you know, like other than the facial features kind of not fitting, you know, it still looks pretty good. We got a nice toe hinge there, which is nice. Let's take a look at the accessories. So we got a really nice saber here. This is the one that does not have the opening. So that way, you know, it looks like it's just this is the one that hangs on his belt, right? Here's the other saber. This one does not come out. The sabers look really, really nice. This is the moving saber. You see there, that's where it inserts from this piece. So while the blade does not come out, the part of the hilt does come out to insert, to go into that moving, the moving blade to go into that part of the hilt. And it is very specific in how it goes in. It has a very specific shape. Let's take a look at the blade one more time. I love the color on it. Very nice. Got my camera to focus in on his face. It looks really good. This one looks a little better than the other face there. Again, I feel like they captured his face well enough, but I feel like they could have done much better. And as always, you get a bunch of accessories. Personally, I don't like going through them too many times because it's the same thing. Force hands, resting hands, open hands. Obviously, the gripping hands for the lightsaber with the opening for the hilt. You do get his finger for his Form 4, I think. That's the one. You know, it lacks in accessories, sort of, but at the same time, these figures are roughly coming out anywhere between $60 and $70, depending on where you're buying them. So you know, it's good enough for around like $60 because the quality is really nice. Last thing is the cloth cloak, the fabric cloak. Super nice. They're replacing all these older, almost 10-year-old figures that have the plastic cloaks with the ones with the fabric ones, the cloth. So that's really, really nice. So I put the cloak on him. It looks really nice. I've heard some complaints that they're too big, right? They drape over too big, too much. I don't think so. That's generally what they're supposed to look like. They're supposed to be oversized cloaks. If you rewatch the movies, that's basically how they walk around. You know, like when they're trying to walk around very like elusively, I guess you could say, where they don't want to be noticed or seen. People kind of know that the Jedis walk around like that. So, you know, a lot of the times the cloaks do drag on the floor or are almost dragging on the floor. Same thing with the sleeves. If you rewatch, again, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, like you'll see that they're like that. Their sleeves are just really long and they're covering their hands, right? So, like, my issue isn't, for me at least, with that. My issue is with the hood. There's almost no like elasticity here. They should do something with the seams here to make it easier for you to put the cloak on, and then you can wrap the hood around, because like right now, like this is just natural, right? Like I wanna have it like I want it to cover his face, right? But also have a little bit of this kind of like drooping down, because that's kind of how they look. They're like drooping down here, but they're also like big enough to go over their heads, and I'm just not getting that. So that's my biggest issue with this, is that I'm not getting that feeling from the cloak. It still looks good. I love the fabric. I love the soft fabric versus the hard plastic, but the one thing they could definitely improve upon is this area here. I wish they fixed it. However, with the hood down, just standing there, it looks really good. Really, really, really good. All right, before we go, let's compare him real quick, how he looks like next to Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen. This is the Ahsoka version. I don't have the Revenge of the Sith but this one can double as Revenge of the Sith because it's kind of based off of the same era of Ahsoka. Because if I'm not mistaken, I didn't watch Clone Wars, but if I'm not mistaken, when he's training Ahsoka, it's like somewhere in between the Attack of the Clones movie and Revenge of the Sith, I think. Again, I haven't watched the show. I've never watched the Clone Wars cartoons. I think that's supposed to be right. If I'm incorrect, let me know. But they definitely look good paired together. This is the new face sculpt that they did of Hayden Christensen, in which I did another video on as well. Like, if you guys want to see that one, check it out. It's my feed. They look amazing. I mean, S.H.Figuarts is definitely, definitely improving a lot of things. Mafex is also doing their Star Wars, and I'm buying both and mixing them up. I bought the Ahsoka. It's one of my first videos that I ever did. If you also want to check that out, I bought the Ahsoka, S.H.Figuarts, and Mafex, and I came to the conclusion that personally the Ahsoka from Mafex looks more like Rosario Dawson, and the colors that the S.H.Figuarts have on that particular figure looks more like the Clone Wars, like a realistic version of Clone Wars, which is also good if that's what you want. They're both great figures, but I personally stuck with the Mafex one, and I sold my S.H.Figuarts. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are picking these guys up, if I'm the only one sitting here fiending for these Star Wars figures, and I will catch you guys next time.